Good morning. This pandemic has taken a devastating toll on our families. Thousands of St. Louis County residents have been sickened, and more than 1,500 have died. The pandemic has devastated the economy, leaving thousands without jobs and an instability to cover basic costs such as food and rental assistance. With our $173.5 million in CARES Act funds, we were able to provide assistance to thousands of families and businesses, including $6.5 million for a food security program, $24.5 million in grants to our restaurants and other small businesses, and $9.5 million in humanitarian relief funds, including utility, rental, and mortgage assistance. But we have no more federal CARES Act funds to allocate. Thankfully, another federal relief program is available to help stabilize families struggling to stay housed. Last night, the County Council voted to file the paperwork with the federal government to get access to these critically needed funds. On January 5th, the U.S. Department of the Treasury launched the $25 billion Emergency Rental Assistance Program. The program assists households that are unable to pay rent and utilities due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The funds are provided directly to states and local governments with more than 200,000 residents. Of that $25 billion, St. Louis County could receive up to $30 million to be used to help our most vulnerable residents. As I said during my inaugural ceremony yesterday, the pandemic threatens lives and livelihoods. We continue to lose loved ones every day to the pandemic, and it has changed the everyday life for all of us. We know that local government's primary duty is to protect the health and safety of our residents. Our priorities will continue to be health and safety, opportunity for all, and good government. And our success will be measured whether everyone in our community is included. To be eligible for this new federal program, households must meet the following criteria. One or more members of the household qualify for unemployment or has experienced a reduction in household income, incurred significant costs, or experienced financial hardship due to COVID-19. At least one member of the household demonstrates a risk of experiencing homelessness or housing instability. The household income is at or below 80% of the area median. Additional details for governments and renters regarding this rental assistance grant can be found at treasury.gov/CARES. St. Louis County expects funding within 30 days, and the exact amount received will be determined by how many applications the federal government receives. At least 90% of awarded funds must be used for direct financial assistance, including rental arrears, and utilities. Remaining funds are available for housing stability services, including case management and other services intended to keep households stably housed. Thank you to the Council for your prompt attention to this so we can get funds into the hands quickly of those who need it badly. I would like to give a quick update also on vaccine distribution. This week we opened pre-registration for vaccines in St. Louis County. We are currently focused on 1A providers who do not have a source of vaccination, and this group will remain our focus until the state says we can move forward to 1B. We think that there will be additional sources of vaccine soon. We put in order this week for more vaccine with the state, requesting more than double the amount we received last week. Last week we received 975 doses. We should receive the additional vaccines on either the 18th or the 19th of this month. We don't know yet exactly how much we will get. Meanwhile, we are looking to expand our vaccine distribution hours within the Department of Public Health, and we are working with community partners to set up a wider distribution program. Please continue to be patient, and please work with us and follow all of our public health protocols to keep us all safe. Thank you, and I'd be glad to answer any questions.
So Dr. Page, we have a couple regarding the vaccine you touched on. There's been talk of mass vaccinations. When might the county begin that process? And do we even have the doses to do so?
So we kind of talked about that a little bit. The process of mass vaccinations is unfolding across our country, across our state, and here in St. Louis County. That depends in a large part on how quickly we can get vaccines into our community. Currently, we have a process set up to get those vaccines into the arms of patients as quickly as we get them. As we get more vaccine, we will be expanding those vaccinations, not only through our Department of Public Health, but also through community partners. And we're building that network of community partners now. We'll be working with our health systems, federally qualified health centers, pharmacies, and other vaccinators in the community. When we opened our website to pre-register for a vaccine, it got a lot of attention. We currently have 96,000 people in St. Louis County that are pre-registered. Of course, not all of them in the 1A category, many of them 1B. And when the state tells us we can start vaccinating 1B, then we will certainly do so. We don't know if we'll be able to vaccinate 1B, for the next 3 or 4 weeks. It just depends on how fast we get vaccine and how we are building our network across the community. Vaccinations will be a lot like testing. Most of the testing was provided by the private sector, partnerships with the health system. The County Department of Public Health continues to provide a lot of that vaccination as well, or the testing as well. Vaccinations will be similar, where the County Department of Health provides a lot of vaccinations. Most of it's provided in the community through various partners, and the Department of Public Health will monitor that process and help coordinate communication among all of our partners.
Shifting gears a bit, we have related questions from Channel 4 and the Business Journal regarding the County Council meeting last night. One question is, how can the impasse be ended and what happens next?
Questions about the County Council. We've watched over the past year as our country and our community has been more divided over public health orders. And unfortunately, we've seen that play out at the federal level. And we've seen that play out here in St. Louis County as well. People are frustrated. Tempers are short. And, it's unfortunate. Everyone is frustrated in our community. Everyone's frustrated with, how the pandemic has affected their personal lives. But relationships on the council have been strained for quite some time. And the council is currently in a difficult position where they have followed their county charter and they have elected a chair. And the new council would like to have a different chair. And there's not a process to do that within the law. So I hope the council will find a way to work together. They'll be electing a new chair next year, but I hope they can find a way to work together because obviously our county residents want the county to run, want us to be able to respond to this pandemic, want us to work on economic development opportunities. These, I think everybody understands what we're here for. I think they'll find a path forward. Okay, thank you.